Welcome back. This is my podcast number 13. In podcast 12, I covered parenting as a team and how that impacts quality of life between the family. I talked about investing in your parenting skill, and I talked about my mother, how she invested in her parenting skill and how it impacted quality of my life as I was growing up. Podcast number 13, I think it's going to be unique in a way is I'm going to talk about some of the story that were so much of a challenge and so much of a pain and suffering was involved with what was happening with me and with my family. I'm going back, I'm 71 years old. I'm going back around 15, 16 year back, about 2011 time frame, when me and my wife were having just constantly bickering fights, and I was so much in a controlling behavior, controlling the finances, controlling how phone needs to be used, how she needs to talk to the kids, and all that thing was going on. And it was so much stress and strain and all that stuff was going on. And my wife was just fed up with me, fed up to an extent that she had consulted a lawyer and she was going to go for a divorce. It was that drastic thing that was happening in my life. And those were some of the darkest days of our life as a family. Thank God that night before that, my wife was going to tell the attorney to send out that letter. I went to my wife and I said, you know what? Kalpana, please forgive me. I've been suffering. I've been going through anxiety and I'm not just feeling the way I should be feeling. Please forgive me. I'm going to just totally change. I'm going to let go all the controlling behavior that I've been doing. And you know what? I started crying. I started sobbing. And you know what? How gracious my wife is, as some of you know about Kalpana. She forgive me. All the hardship and sufferings and all the things that she had gone through, I just cannot describe it. And she literally forgave me. And that's where my journey began with herself. We called our psychologist, Dr. Jane, and we scheduled a time with her. Me and her would go there twice a week as I was going through a severe depression outcome where I could not even work for 6 months during that time. And she supported in my journey. She came in, we worked through that. And then I see as psychologist where I had to be put on so much of medications, the anxiety medicines and depression medicines and mood elevator medicine and sleeping medicine like Ambien and dopamine booster like Wellbutrin and Celexa and Ambien. And I was on that, and that journey continued. And between those things and my psychologist and psychiatrist and also some of the coaching that I went through, it was a journey of almost about a year that just made some humongous progress between me and my wife's marriage. I was able to save my marriage. Fast forward that story, and the journey has always been continued and all that thing. One of my coach told me also what you need to do is you need to also forgive yourself for what you have done. You didn't know anything better, so just forgive yourself. You did the best that you could during those times. And I had to forgive myself. I had to write an apology letter to my wife about how much hurtful I've been, how much pain did I cause. I've done the same thing with my son, Chirag, and my daughter, Karishma, and they also forgave me. And, that was just the beginning of it. What I had to do is I had to really let go of my control and not control the outcome. I had to basically learn to listen to them. Listen, not give advice, not try to fix them like something is wrong with them. And that was really trying for me. I had to let go of my swearing, my anger, my, temper tantrum as a little kid that I used to throw. And, on top of that, I needed to serve my wife. I need to serve my family and show them that when they need me, I'm there unconditionally for them to serve. And that was really, really very painful process for me. But you know what? The results have been outstanding. And now, you look back around, 2026 now, this is a month of February 2026. I mean, my wife and we have just a lovely relationship. Our relationship was, on the scale of 1 to 10 was around -2, at time of 2011. Now I would say it's around 9.5 to 10. My relationship with my kids have improved quite a bit. My daughter, my son have really accepted me, and now they trust me. But it was a journey. And I just wanted to just expose that journey to you and just tell you that, if you want your life to change, just give up the control. One of the things that I learned is when something's in your life that you do not have any control in it, and you try to control, you create that unceasing fight in your life. And that creates depression, anxiety, and all kind of stuff. And it creates diseases like I had, all the mental and physical diseases I had. I would just advise and, give you a wisdom to work on yourself and change some of the destructive behavior that may be destructing your life as it was destructing my life. I just wanted to end that with the gratefulness that I have for my wife. She's been just divine soul for me. She's really impacted my life as a true woman has done it. And I'm so grateful to my daughter, Karishma. She's like an angel too, and my son. And I want to wish upon you to have the depth and the love and the connections that I have with my family. I would trade in anything that I could just for having that. And, I did. And I'm so glad that, I'm so proud of my family. I'm so just proud of my wife and my 2 kids. Just wish upon you health, wealth, and happiness. And God bless you. And I'm just ending my podcast number 13. God bless you all. Love you.